Good morning, Mr. Sanchez.
Good morning.
How's jail?
That's all right. It's not good enough.
No, I'm glad that you find this funny. It's really not.
No,
You know, you're on a deferred for a very serious. Is this a second degree? What is this? It's you're on deferred for a first degree felony where the minimum is 5 years to 99 years or life. You're on deferred for that type of case, and you've now picked up an assault of a family member.
This isn't just another misdemeanor on the docket. Mr. Sanchez is already walking a legal tightrope on deferred adjudication for a first-degree felony burglary charge. Now he's been slapped with a new assault accusation involving the same woman. And here's the real kicker. It's not his first, not his second. This is case number 6. So is this a dangerous pattern or a toxic relationship boiling over? You decide, but buckle up. This case spirals fast.
Of a family member. You know, I got to tell you that there are some people in your life that are complete cancer to you. And if you don't cut those people out of your lives, they kill you. You have now been invaded with this type of cancer, and it's going to kill you. If it hasn't already, it's damn near close. Somehow, we have to get the message to you that rules are in place, and you now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. The reason I have you out now is because I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that the magistrate put your bond at $25,000, which is typically pretty high for a misdemeanor case. But, you know, everything is about perspective, right? We need to know what happened, your priors, to see how we go forward. Okay, please.
Thank you, Judge. On May 1st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officer dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and made contact with complaining witness who stated that she got into a physical altercation with the defendant, who is her ex-boyfriend. The complainant stated that she locked herself in the room and gave officers permission to enter. Officers then detained the defendant and spoke with the complaining witness, who stated that the defendant and her got into a verbal argument when the defendant pushed her onto the bed and began kicking her legs, causing pain. Officers observed bruises to the complaining.
Now this changes everything. According to the police report, officers didn't just hear a story, they saw bruises. That moves us beyond he said, she said. In legal terms, that's corroborating evidence, and it can be the nail in the coffin for an assault charge. But here's where it gets murky. The judge says this matches his prior case details exactly. So the question becomes, why was he still allowed contact with her in the first place? Drop your take in the comments.
To the complaining witness's legs.
And Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So he is on deferred for a burglary case where the underlying facts are literally the exact same thing. You know what? I got to tell you, I've never been placed in this position, but I have to think that it really sucks to walk on eggshells, have where you basically are in constant fear. What's going to happen to me today? Is he going to get upset? Is he going to go off on me today? Is something going to happen? Imagine. No one should have to live like that, Mr. Sanchez. It's just not fair. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of weapons, have a GPS monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. The monitor is going to tell me exactly where you are at all times. I'm going to tell you now that your bond is at $25,000. If I find that you break any of these conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hairs off your beard falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or use anything of an intoxicating manner. What's your position on the bond reduction?
Judge, this is going to be opposed. This is thank you, Judge, because of the fact that the defense is currently on deferred, the underlying complaining witness being the same as is in this case. This is also the sixth case, Your Honor, although three of those have been dismissed, where the underlying complaining witness is the exact same as is in this case.
Did you want to say something?
Judge, again, he's indigent. He doesn't have money to afford any type of bond. I believe, looking back in the records on the felony case originally, I think that complaining witness, the same complaining witness here, was saying that nothing happened. There was miscommunication. Somebody else called the cops. I don't know if they've contacted her on this particular case. But just as far as that's concerned, I know he is on the deferred, but just to give you a little backstory, my understanding, it was a no threatening her or harassing behavior as part of the condition of the deferred. He was allowed to contact her. I believe, she's saying X, but she invited him over. He was authorized to be there. And so from that standpoint, just giving a little bit of background on everything, I would be asking for a PR bond, $1,000 PR bond on this case. He does live in Cleveland, Texas. He has told me he will stay away from this individual. He's not working at the moment. He doesn't have any means, manner to afford any other type of bail, Judge.
Do we know if it was a condition of his bond that he wasn't to have contact with her while he was on probation?
I believe it was just no threatening or harassing, but double checking on that. But
On that would be Judge.
It says here among the other allegations that he's
right, and the other stuff was, I think it was a whole bunch of fees that he failed to pay, didn't show up to.
testing positive for meth, didn't do the BIP program, didn't do the DDRP program.
Judge, with this complaining witness, it was no threatening or harassment. Yeah, that was.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
With this complaining witness, there was no threatening or harassment conduct.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to be straight. You scare me. You scare me. And
This is the courtroom's emotional climax. The judge doesn't just speak legally, she speaks viscerally. You scare me, she says. That's not legal language, that's human fear. Despite a defense plea for a personal recognizance bond, she slashes the bond to $10,000, but demands GPS tracking and strict no contact. And she leaves him with a warning that sounds more like a prophecy. Cut the cancer or it'll kill you. If your jaw's on the floor, smash that like button, weigh in on this verdict below, and subscribe for more courtroom drama that hits harder than fiction.
me. And it scares me that the last thing I want is another death on our streets. And, he's being held at no bond as it is now. So anything that we do would be, I do think that a PR bond is wholly inappropriate. I'm not going to give him a PR bond. I will give you a bond reduction. I'll reduce it to 10,000. Roxanne, a GPS prior to release. Cut the cancer out, man. I'm telling you, it's going to kill you at some point. Really, just life is not worth sitting in a 6x9 box for the next 15 years where there's so much fun. I mean, the new Switch is coming out, man. I'm like to play for, but now, really, life's too short, man. Get it, Mr. Sanchez. Okay.